Hello out there. My name is Mrs. Green, and Mrs. Pink was busy to be able to fill in for Miss Rathke, and so they called me Mrs. Green, and I told them that the only story I will be able to read to the children will be The Teacher from the Black Lagoon, because that's about all I can handle. So children, sit back, relax, and let me read you The Teacher from the Black Lagoon. This is by someone named Mike. I believe the pictures are by someone named Jared. Okay, let's get started, shall we? It was the first day of school. I wonder who my teacher is. Let me scoot up so you can see that there. I hear Mr. Smith has dandruff and warts, and Mrs. Jones has a whip and a wig. What a strange teacher to own a wig. But Mrs. Green is supposed to be a real monster. Oh my, I have her. Mrs. Green, room 109. What a bummer. I sit at a desk. I fold my hands. I close my eyes. I'm too young to die. But suddenly, a shadow covers the door, and it opens. In slithers Mrs. Green. She is really green. Now that's my kind of a girl. Yes. She has a tail. She scratches her name on the blackboard with her claws. Freddie Jones throws a spitball. She curls her lips and breathes fire at him, and Freddie is gone. There is just a little pile of ashes on his desk. Yikes. Talk about bad breath, giggles Eric Porter. She slithers over, unscrews his head, and puts it on the globe stand. I like her style. I bet she gives homework the first day of school. Your homework for today, greens Mrs. Grin, smoke rising out of her nostrils, is pages 1 to 200 in your math book, all the fraction problems. But we've never had fractions, shouts Derek Bloom. Come up here. She beckons with her claw. Beckons means to make her come over. Come to me. Come over here. Derek stands by her desk. This is a hoe boy, she smirks. She takes a big bite. This is half a boy. Very bad fractions. Doris Foodle cracks her gum. Mrs. Green swallows her in one gulp. No chewing in class, she smiles. Mr. Bender, the principal, sticks his head in. Keep up the good work. He nods and closes the door. I wish I could get sent to the principal's office. Let's call the roll, cackles Mrs. Green. Freddie Jones is absent. Derek Bloom is half here. Eric Porter is here and there. And Doris Foodle is digesting. What about spelling? Shouts Randy Potts. Spelling can be fun, beams Mrs. Green as she wiggles her fingers at him. Abracadabra kazam! That's tough to spell, says Randy. But suddenly there's a flash of light, a puff of smoke, and Randy's a frog. Penny Weber raises her hand. Can I go to the nurse? She whines. What's wrong with you? Says Mrs. Green. Well, I have a huge headache, says Penny. Mrs. Green wiggles her fingers. There's another flash of light, and Penny's head is the size of a pin. I do love that picture of her. Little tiny brain. Better? Asked Mrs. Green. Now it's nap time. Everyone who still has one, put your head on your desk. I hope I make it to recess. Sweet dreams, she cackles as I close my eyes. Suddenly the bell rings. I wake up. There's a pretty woman writing her name on the blackboard. She has real skin. No tail. I'm Mrs. Green, your teacher. She smiles. I jump out of my chair, run up, and hug her. Well, thank you, she says. I'm glad to be here. Not as glad as I am. The end. Well, children, I do hope you've enjoyed that story. It is my personal favorite to read to children. I don't know if I'm coming back to read to your class. I have no idea. Your teacher, Miss Rathke, will get a hold of me, and I suppose she'll call me some other time. Until then, she says, have a great day, make good choices, do the right thing. I think she says that you are all pandas and, be safe and respectful and kind. So until then, cheerio and chop chop, and I will talk to you another time, I believe. Goodbye.